Have you ever had a dream that you never thought would come true, but you hoped for it anyways? I had such a dream when I was a kid. I wanted to design a golf course and be able to play it in first person. Now, a lot of games came close, but they were always lacking in detail or playability. That is, until one day, I managed to finally find a way to make my dream come true by creating a realistic golf course in Minecraft. And here I am, standing in the middle of a dream. I cannot believe that this is a thing that is actually possible within this game, and this golf course and the driving range you see behind me sort of epitomizes, to me at least, what Minecraft can be, what Minecraft is, and hopefully in the future what Minecraft will be, which is a tool for allowing people to creatively express themselves and to creatively make their dreams come true. That is what this game is, that is what this game should be, and that is what this game will hopefully remain far into the future. So, with that said, let's talk about this Enderpearl driving range and golf course. So, to my knowledge, this is the first ever Trident Enderpearl driving range and golf course. You see we also have a beautiful clubhouse here, created by Good Times with Scar, who also built a pool and a tennis court on the side to make a proper country club. So this is the driving range portion of the course. So you can see right here we have a little golf cart that I designed. There's actually a villager here too for some reason. But yeah, this is actually a ball collector right here, which I designed. And yeah, we got ourselves a huge driving range that goes all the way out to 300 blocks. And this is actually one of the challenges I was talking to you guys about in part 1 of this finale episode. And the challenge that you guys face is, if you download the world, you can come out to the golf course. I'll explain how to get there in a book, which is going to have coordinates to all my major projects this season, which I'll leave at the spawn. But you guys can compete against myself and other hermits in the long drive contest. So I'm not going to go through the rules, but I will show you how to play, and actually how you play Trident Golf, essentially. So all you have to do is put an Enderpearl in your offhand, put your Trident in your main hand, and you'll see this Trident has Riptide 3. There are other Tridents, like the Iron and the Wedge, which have Riptide level 2 and Riptide level 1. So yeah, this Trident has Riptide level 3, so it actually allows you to throw the pearl much further than the other two clubs. So you put your Trident in your main hand, charge it up, then you release it, and then right click again to throw the Enderpearl quickly after releasing it. So look something like this, like that, and you saw the Enderpearl got launched a tremendous distance. Now normally you can throw pearls about 50 blocks or so. We just threw that pearl about 230 or so blocks. That's 250 right there, that black line. So we're about 20 blocks, 30 blocks shy of that. So 220, 230 in the throw right there. And then, of course, I can just toss it right back, doing the same thing, just like so. And, of course, you can also aim for these holes. That's sort of the point of the driving range. Practice your shots. Practice getting close to the holes of various types and various distances around here, while also avoiding, the water and the bunkers. So the thing you guys can compete with the other hermits on is the long drive contest. So basically you get up here and try and throw the pearl as far as possible. That one seemed like it was a pretty good throw. But let's just get out to the end here and see how far it goes. That was much better than my other throws. That was about 240 or so. And the way you can compete is do exactly what I just did there, but you'll see here on the side we have some hermits with some throws. So this was false symmetry through 243 blocks. Here's Mumbo right here, his furthest throw. We got Impulse in here, we got myself right there, Asuma, Jevin, and I right here. I think this is my furthest one. This is 260 blocks. Each one of these is 10. And then way out here, this is your challenge. Can you throw a pearl further than Scar at 279 blocks? And further than False, who did it unofficially. That is not via three Enderpearls. So you get 3 chances. Can you throw it further than False at 285 blocks? So Scar and False hold the record, both the official and unofficial record, And I want to see if you guys can get past them. Can you get out here close to 300 blocks away from the start? That is an insanely long way, man. But I want to see if you guys can do it. So that is your first challenge. The second challenge that you guys have out here at the golf course is to compete in the shootout. If I can just make my way over here. Need to get out some more fireworks. But there is a shootout competition right here, shootout contest, that the other hermits and I competed in. I think I got a score of 14. But yeah, the lowest score wins, and there's a whole bunch of things right there that you can read about. But yeah, long drive contest and shootout contest are available for you guys to play here at the golf course. And I will put back this driver and this Enderpearl in here. So that's two things you can do here at the driving range. And this tells you all about the different things, like the flags are all color-coded for distances. So about 100 blocks or less is red. The white blocks are about 125 to 175. And then blue is 200. Those blue flags out there. So this is how you can improve in terms of how well you play the game, because this is a skill-based game, a very highly skill-based game, and it takes a little bit of practice to get good at it. So this is the putting green right over here. You can practice your short game here, which is actually critically important because you need to make it down into the hole like this to actually finish the hole. And some of you might be wondering, like how do you understand how to play? Like, how do you know the rules? Well, luckily, if we make our way here past the Avenue of Champions, yeah, you can see Ryder Cup we had here. There's Scar's Long Drive Contest winner, 279. Past all the golf carts we made. Over here is actually a tutorial, which I made primarily for anyone who wants to play. So this is the tutorial start right here, and this basically explains in depth how to play the game. So starting the hole, playing the hole right here, tells you the rules and the regulations, special cases in case you land on trees, and then it gives you a detailed description of what the blocks you'll find on the course mean. Like, these all represent different distances to the green from where you're currently at on the course, because we have that, because like I said, this is a insanely realistic golf course. And then it tells you like how to finish the hole and how to end the hole. So that is that. There's also over here, I will just show you guys a map of the entire course. Now, people say, why didn't I build this closer to the main island? It's because, essentially, if I had put this on the main island, it would have taken up the entire main Hermitcraft island. And you can sort of clearly see this here. You can see the hole 1 tee, the hole 1 green is down here, hole 2, hole 3, hole 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then the back 9 goes through the mesa biome, and then eventually ends up all the way back over here. So in total, this course is a par 71 course. It's 6,186 blocks, which is, if you convert that to like yards or meters, that is very close to a modern golf course in terms of length of the course. So the front 9 is significantly shorter than the back 9 just because I wanted to test out the front 9, and I wanted to basically make sure that something like this was possible and feasible in survival. Turns out it is, and turns out it's amazing. So, yeah, let's go up here. This has even more challenges for you guys. So, basically, there's a couple different ways to play. I actually have written a new rulebook. So, before the rulebook was 40-some pages long, I shortened that down to 31 for you guys in a version 2 of the rulebook. So, this is much more simplified, and it basically tells you everything you need to know about the entirety of the course and everything. So I'm not going to read through this entire thing. You guys can read through it if you want to play here. But there's also sort of side challenges, including speed golf, and there's also other types of golf if you want to play this with your friends. So we have plenty of sets of clubs here, plenty of ball markers for you to use. And the challenge for you guys playing this course, let me just quickly grab some fireworks here. I want to see if you guys can beat my best score. So my best score on this course, if we get over here, I had a 59 on this course, 12 under par for 18 holes. I want to see if you guys can beat that. It's quite tough to do. have to be pretty accurate to get a score that low. You can see some of the rounds that I've played, and Asuma also played holes 10 to 18 and 2 under par. So you guys, I want to see if you guys can beat that. That is a challenge I'm offering to you guys. And also, I want to see if you guys can beat my time in speed golf. And also me and Joe's time. So Joe and I went around the entire course, finished every hole in 18 minutes 59 seconds. I later went through, and you can see a couple of attempts here, and I got through the entire course in 11 minutes and 1 second. So if you guys can do it faster, be my guest. Be my guest. See if you can beat me at my own game. That's what I want to see. So yeah, that's pretty cool. As far as the course itself, let me just quickly sleep through the night here. We have a lot of really different and unique holes on each course. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to go through every single one. But yeah, this is just the first hole here. You can see some of the yardage markers on the side of the fairway here. And you can see it leads down to the hole down there. This first hole is 302 blocks long. It's a pretty straightforward hole through the forest. You just got to avoid the trees mainly. And you also want to avoid some of these bunkers because that leaves you with sort of a blind shot from the point you land at. But yeah, it's a really, really fun thing. I highly recommend you guys check out the Ryder Cup videos I put out in terms of like what other sort of things you can add to the golf course and what other things you can do with this golf mechanic. So I'm just going to fly through a few of the holes here. This is the second hole. And then the third hole actually flies over. You actually have to throw it over a village. Fourth hole goes through the mountains a little bit. So you can see it's a blind tee shot. And it goes through here. And then the holes just get even more crazy from here. So this fourth hole is a par 4. Obviously a little longer than the other holes. But yeah, it's a very nuanced course. And then the fifth hole is actually an island green on top of a peninsula. And yeah, it gets wilder from there. So that is the golf course, and I hope you guys come out here and play it. It's quite the experience, I must say. So, yeah, let's go to the golf Nether hub now. I'm just going to show you guys around here. So this is the golf Nether hub down the west tunnel here on Hermitcraft. So this actually takes you back to the first hole, and you guys can follow the signs to navigate around if you want to play certain holes or get back to certain spots. So for instance, the hub is this way, hole number 5 is that way. And there's also this ice boat road here, if you want to use that. Or you can just fly through the tunnels. These tunnels probably took me the longest out of anything to create, just because there's such a huge amount of blocks that had to be excavated for this project. So yeah, that's that. Also, in case you want to compete with the other hermits, a lot of the other hermits played the front 9. So if I make my way here to the 10th tee box, you can see, yeah, we have the scores from other hermits. So we have Asuma, Green, Tango, Impulse, False, Iskall, Wells, Biffa, myself, Mumbo, Jevin, and Good Times with Scar all played the front 9. Some people played it multiple times, including myself, so you can see all the front 9 scores here. And yeah, what people scored on the front 9 at various points in time. So yeah, pick your favorite hermit and see if you can beat them on the front 9 as well. So that is something else you can do, some other challenge you can do if you play this course. So yeah, quite a fun time, and hopefully you guys come out here and enjoy it. But let's go back to the Nether hub here. And yeah, that is the golf course, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. I'm, for now, though, going to fly, let's see. We're flying actually the wrong way, but we'll just fly through this Nether hub tunnel. This is just a big circle, essentially. And everywhere you see one of these flags, that is where the portal will take you. So this takes you, obviously, to the first hole where you start. So, again, this will all be in the book I put at spawn, showcasing where all my biggest builds are this season. But anyways, that is the golf course. One of my favorite builds that I've ever done. So now let's go ahead and just keep going here. We're going to go down the west tunnel, which I helped to create. And we're going to make our way into the Nether hub, which is another huge project we helped out on this season. And here is this Nether hub, which, yeah, myself, Asuma, False, we all sort of collectively chipped in to create this Nether hub, which is a giant map of the world for Season 6, which I think turned out quite nicely. It's a really impressive build, and yeah, a lot of hard work went into this as well, so I just thought I'd mention that. Let's see, I think let's now go over to another major build I did here on Hermitcraft, and that is in Hermitland. We created a game called Ravagers Run, so we're going to fly quickly down this tunnel, like so, and I will meet you guys out at Hermitland. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at Hermitland, and we are in front of the second mega game I've made on this season, and that is Ravagers Run. So, Ravagers Run is a game where you compete against either another team or yourself in a time trial scenario to essentially retrieve blocks from houses in a city that is completely full of Ravagers. For instance, if I make my way out here, yep, there's one right there. What do you know? Yep, he coming. He coming. Oh, Lord, he coming. Yep, so yeah, you have to basically avoid death and try to retrieve certain colors of blocks. You can see we have all the different colors of concrete from certain houses, which you can see in here. So that is the objective here, and the person or team to do that the fastest wins. Now, my challenge to you with this Ravagers Run minigame is I want to see, can you beat my time trials? So I've done a couple challenges. So primary colors challenge, red, green, and blue houses. It took me 816 iron nuggets in this chest to complete the challenge. I did all the other challenges as well. So there's a Concorp challenge with different houses: cyan, light blue, light gray, gray, black, and white. And there's also a rainbow challenge, which I struggle with this one. I had a really rough time with this one. But yeah, I got 17-16 on that one. So I want to see if you guys can beat my times on this in the Ravagers Run time trials. So yeah, that is something you guys can do if you download the world. And of course, remember, it can also be played multiplayer as well. So let's just get into the city itself. Just show you around a little bit in here. You can see what it looks like here. I probably don't want to land, but yeah, you can see some of the city we built up, and some of the houses we can actually fly on into if we so desire. But yeah, normally you can't do that. There's a Ravager out there, but you just get in here, you look for the dropper, hit the button, and then take this concrete back to the start, back to the main part of the build. So yeah, that is Ravagers Run. It was quite a build, took a long time to build, because we're essentially making an entire city and then filling it with Ravagers. So yeah, it took quite a while to build, but definitely worth it in the end. And I'll link to the video where myself, Green, Doc, Suma, and Ren and Impulse also played this as a multiplayer game, which is a lot of fun as well. So that is Ravagers Run, ladies and gentlemen. Highly recommend you come and check it out. And you can play multiplayer or single player here and compete against the Ravagers and myself. So yeah, good luck with that, and yeah, have fun with this Ravagers Run minigame right here. Now, this isn't the only thing we made in Hermitland this season. We actually have another minigame over here. This is a Summit the Spire minigame where you have to try and make it to the top. So you can try this out as well. See if you can make it all the way up there just by jumping. Can't use the light or anything. You just have to manipulate these doors and the trap doors. And yeah, you have to be very, very careful that you don't fall all the way down from up there. So yeah, that's a cool minigame as well. We also made this food truck here. This food truck is, yeah, a shop we made. So we sell carrots, we sell stews, we sell cakes, we sell, of course, candies, etc. And yeah, you guys can come and get some food from the truck if you so desire. Let's see, we made this bridge here, we made this sign, made this whole pathway out to this part of Hermitland, in fact. So yeah, a lot of stuff out here that we made in Hermitland, as well as XP Me, which is one of our shops out here in Hermitland right here, which gives players XP in exchange for putting in diamonds into this chest right here. See how it works right there. Pretty straightforward. Looks like it was preparing my elytra a little bit. Very good. Sweet. So XP Me still up and going. And yeah, that's pretty cool. So with that, I think that's most of the stuff we made in Hermit Land. We also made this small, fake pillager outpost, which we have myself in villager form here, as well as my assistant. So that's pretty cool. Those guys are still chilling out there. I think the outpost worked. It did keep a lot of the pillagers away when there was a lot of raids here, so that's good. So guys, we're back at Concorp once more, and I know I said last time that I showed you everything at Concorp, but that was not entirely true. There's actually one thing which I put off showing you for a very specific reason, and that is because it actually is supposed to be a secret in Concorp, that we have a secret ice boat road to the shopping district, and so we are actually going to travel that road right now, and I'll show you guys where it leads. Many of you probably already know it leads to the secret bunker we made during Demise. So let's just get out a boat here and put this down. So we are actually on the second floor of the Concorp boardroom. So yeah, this is sort of like a little secret thing back here, and you can go down this blue ice boat road. Very long blue ice boat road. It goes under the ocean, and it goes underneath a significant portion of the shopping district as well. And eventually, we'll reach the end. We go up a bubble elevator. We go through a secure airlock, and now we are in the bunker. So this was our Demise bunker. This is a bunker. I think this might be the only bunker that never got infiltrated. I know we let Scar down here, but that was when he was still alive. But yeah, this is our bunker here. So let me show you around here real quick. So this has everything you need in a bunker. It has fancy doors. It has some semi-automated farms, just some basic water farms here for food production. We got over here a nice smeltery area, which has arrays of smokers, which you can send items and distribute items down via this lever right here. Same thing with the blast furnace array on this side, and some regular furnaces on this side, which all lead to a storage area down here. So that's cool. So that's our smeltery area in this bunker. And over here we have a nice living area right here, including an area where we can store a bunch of stuff. We got like a little computer over here with some more storage and these barrels. We got beds. We got beds under here. Got a nice clock over there. And this thing is actually a block swapper here, which allows us to swap crafting tables for workstations. So there's a stone cutter. There's a smithing table. I think there's also, yeah, the archery, Fletcher's table. Got the loom, which is a functional block, so we can make some banners. We got a cartography table right here, so in case we need to make any maps, and then it goes back to the crafting table right there, so pretty nice. We got armor here, and then these lecterns actually serve as basically functionality for us. This lectern will, if we turn it to, I think, page 3, I want to say, this will lead to our panic room, which is actually hidden behind a painting. I think it's here. Yeah, panic room right here, which we can then close this door with this lever if we so desire. And there's also an escape route here, and we have plenty of cakes to last us a lifetime if need be. So we would have used this if we had not met our demise in our own challenges. So yeah, that is pretty cool. So yeah, that is that. So that door opens and closes based upon the lectern here and what page it's on. So we also have this lectern, which also leads to something secret. So this leads to a turtle sanctuary, which helps you to just relax and chill back here. So we got a nice little turtle sanctuary, and this basically catalogs the entire journey of these turtles. And yeah, you can see some of the stuff right there. So yeah, that's cool. So that is that. So yeah, turtles are still back there happy and healthy. Just close that in. And we have one other room here in this bunker that we made, and that is the potion room. So the potion room, you can brew up any potion you want here just by simply selecting the ingredient to go into the potion in the appropriate order. We also have a bottle restocker and an indicator lamp here that tells us if we need to refill bottles. So we got pretty much everything, including an enchantment table in this room with some grindstones and anvils. So yeah, things are pretty good here in this bunker. I gotta say, this is a pretty nice bunker. This is a pretty nice bunker. And yeah, there's a secret entrance that you can go into and out of up there. And there's also one down here, which will lead us into the shopping district. So we'll just take this waterway through here. And then this comes out right here. And now we are in the shopping district. Alright, so the shopping district. I wasn't going to show a whole lot of this, but I decided, what the heck, might as well, right? It's the end of the season, so let's just get into it. So let's go down and take a look at our shops in the mall. I wish the mall would have been a little bit more used this season by the hermits, especially some of these upper portions. But we did have two shops here. So we have Melons and More, a division of Concorp, which is like a tropical little thing we made here, which is kind of cool. And so this sells melons, this sells pumpkins, this sells sugarcane, I believe, somewhere. Sugarcane, yep, and there's our melons. And then we have cactus and wheat seeds we're giving out for free, which some of the hermits actually did take advantage of this season. So that is the Melons and More shop. Not one of the more profitable shops, but it did make a little bit of profit for us. Over here, we got Dirty Deeds, which was highly profitable. Dirty Deeds done dirt cheap right here. And this is probably one of my favorite shops that we made this season because, yeah, basically, whenever you purchased anything, like you purchased dirt or coarse dirt or podzol or mycelium, yeah, you would have to do a dirty deed, such as put a snowman in someone's base, replace a crafting bench with sand, pretend there is a wither loose, place buttons in someone's base, rename an item in a chest, or convince someone to eat a pufferfish, among other things. There's actually a number of different things that would potentially pop into this chest from these little bit of redstone I have back here. And yeah, this resulted in some crazy stuff. Like, for instance, I think Iskall called someone Jared for an entire day because he bought some dirt from Dirty Deeds. So that was hilarious to see. I think it was Iskall. Might have been somebody else, but yeah, that is pretty hilarious to me, at least. Someone just randomly called you Jared for no reason at all. Yeah, not that Jared's a bad name. It's just that, you know, that's not anybody's name on the server. I don't think, at least. But yeah. So let's go ahead and make our way out. We'll look at some other shops we have around here. So over here, we got ourselves some Bricklayers shop. So Bricklayers sells all sorts of manner of bricks. So bricks of all types, endstone bricks, nether bricks, crackstone bricks, regular bricks, chiselstone bricks, etc. You get the idea. Lots and lots of bricks. Pretty profitable shop there. Then we have the insanely profitable whole lot of terracotta. There's a whole lot of terracotta here. Regular terracotta and the glazed terracotta. Of course, we're out of X magic at this point, so yeah, that is that. Yeah, so we got a whole lot of terracotta in this shop, and yeah, this sold an insane amount of terracotta and such. We also got the Concorp buyback program, which not a lot of hermits used. I think Grian and Joe were the only ones who used it, but yeah, it is there in most of these shops you see. We're also a partner with iTrade. We got a shop here, Hey Coral Shop, which we can just dive straight on into. This was the first shop that opened on the server, and one of the coolest, I think, because it has like 10 different entrances and exits. So all these are both an entrance and an exit. And yeah, you don't see many shops with this number of entrances and exits out of and into them. So this shop obviously sells coral and also sells hay, hence the name Hey Coral. So that's a pretty cool shop right here. We also have the analog to this, or the exact opposite of this, which is the Sad Coral shop right over here. And apparently the Bed Bandit has returned to the Sad Coral shop here at the end of the season. Hopefully somebody got hit with these spectral arrows that we put in here. But yeah, this is the Dead Coral shop. Obviously sells dead coral of all types. So that is that. Over here, another shop, Fishy Foods. Fishy Foods, not very profitable, gonna be honest, but it does have that super cool door right here. So super compact door right there. And yeah, we sold a little bit, maybe made 5 diamonds the whole season. People just do not like cooked cod as a food source is basically the reason. So that is that. Coming back over here, we also have another highly profitable shop, which is the 2D shop. 2D shop, this thing, yeah, this thing sells every block that naturally generates in the nether and the end. So yeah, that, believe it or not, that's it. That will change, of course, in 1.16, but yeah, that's all there is right now. All you gotta do to order is hit the button, and before you can even walk over here, pretty much, you got yourself, yeah, some items. Then, yeah, take it out of the box, and the box gets recycled. So that's that. So pretty fast delivery of all your items here, and quite a selection to choose from. So that is the two-dimensional shop right there. And we also were co-partners and co-owners in a number of different shops around here, including the Top Gunpowder shop, the crossbow shop, which we helped Scar with. We also helped to stock the USS Undercut over here. This boat, it's a big CC for Concorp on the boat right here. Let's see, we also co-owned the Guardian shop that Iskall made, because we made the farm, the Guardian farm. We also were part owners of Python Shop of Light, and I'm almost certain I'm missing a couple of other shops that we participated in this season. Oh yeah, War the Store, of course, in the Civil War area, right over here. Yeah, War the Store, of course, legendary store, providing all your war needs. I think the Evoker in here actually was killed during the 1.14 update, where a bunch of entities got deleted, but let's just see what yeah, the Evoker. Yeah, the Evoker is dead. It got deleted when we updated to 1.14. But yeah, this War the Store, very highly profitable shop, and had some cool mechanics behind it as well. So gotta be a little careful around here, because there's still a lot of stuff from the Civil War that has not exploded in this area. I know for sure. So yeah, that is that. And yeah, that's the shopping district and most of the shops that we made this season. But I also want to show you guys some of the stuff we made early on. So one of the things we made early on was this house. So this house was our first house on the server, which has, you know, a horse stable, has another portal nearby. It has some nice areas here. We got Turtle Island over here, which, you know, we got Troublemaker Randy still making trouble here after all these months just hanging out outside the house. And yeah, this was our first house here. We got the big map of Hermitcraft, which, yeah, you guys saw in one of the previous episodes here. So that's that. And we also have the Dolphin Superhighway, which is a way to travel super quickly out to our Guardian farm. So if I go ahead and just hop in here, you can see it is indeed a superhighway. We got super speed. This is real time. This is not sped up. And you can travel much faster via Dolphin Superhighway than you can via Elytra. So this is definitely the way to travel if you got the option. And yeah, that's done just by putting a dolphin in a small cage like this and filling part of it up with water. Leave the top half open to air. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Dolphin, like pneumatic tubes almost, right there. But here is our Guardian farm. So this is a Guardian farm that we created pretty early on in the season. You can see it uses bubble columns to actually propel Guardians upwards, and then funnels them into a tube right here. And so if I go ahead and make my way down, we also made this little structure above this here to indicate where to go into, basically. This was basically the main my main source of XP throughout most of the season, I would say. So yeah, you come down here, all you gotta do is step up to the Guardian, start swinging, the trapdoors open, they close behind you to prevent you from getting knocked back, and yeah, now you can get a whole bunch of XP super quickly. You can see it helps to repair tools and all sorts of stuff here. So yeah, pretty nice Guardian farm here, and everything is collected and stored via this chest, and it goes into a complex system of, I can just actually show you here actually. Goes into a complex system of redstone back here, which stores everything in shulker boxes. And basically the redstone down here, if we get down into it, I did all this redstone down here to basically make a little like circuit here, which sends items past an item filter, which is, as you can see, filtering items still. So this basically sorts everything into the prismarine crystals and the shards and everything else, like the mini guardian heads we got, and the fish, and yeah, all sorts of other stuff like that. So yeah, pretty cool little system we got going on there. So that is that. And if we make our way up here, you can see, if I go this way, And let's just pick this stuff up. Close that back up. You can see this is where we got ourselves the shulker box of goods, basically. So that's where everything ends up ultimately, and then same thing over here. We got ink sacs from some of the squid and tons of raw cod. So yeah, we can refill and unload these boxes here via those chests. So that's pretty cool. We also made this VIP, super deluxe VIP room, super mega ultra deluxe VIP room, my apologies. And yeah, people broke down the door again, apparently, here. People do not like being locked out of the VIP room, apparently. We had a problem with earlier, people were breaking down the door without paying, and I was like, come on, guys, just pay. And they were like, okay, fine, we'll pay. And now I come back to this. Somebody has broken down the door yet again. Can't stay out of the VIP room, of course, but we got cakes in here. We got enchanting table. We got individualized beacons, which we can turn on and off on a whim. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, this is the super mega ultra deluxe VIP room and the Guardian farm, which I'm super proud of. This turned out to be a really cool project, and I'll show you guys a link to the tutorial I made for this Guardian farm. Highly recommend it if you want to build a fast XP farm and get a bunch of things like sea lanterns or prismarine. So ladies and gentlemen, with that is going to have to be it from me from Hermitcraft Season 6. We are currently standing at the spawn, so if you download the world, you will actually end up at this location. And there's another portal right in the building right behind me there that you can use to get around. And in case you're a little bit confused of where stuff is, I've written a small book here with some useful coordinates that you can use to navigate around the server. And I'm also putting my stuff in this chest here at spawn. So these are all my shulker boxes for my ender chest, which has a bunch of rockets and stuff. And I'm also going to give you guys all my gear and all my tools and all my armor to help you guys navigate through the world if you so desire. So there we go. Get that in there. And then we'll take off all my armor, put all this stuff in there, and there we go. So this should be the first thing you see when you log on to Hermitcraft. It'll say Cubs Cords, Cubs stuff. Take this stuff, take the book. And yeah, that'll help you navigate a little bit around Hermitcraft. So, anyways, guys, for the final time from Hermitcraft Season 6, I just want to say a big thank you once again to everybody who supported myself and the other Hermits this season. And until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been Cub. Goodbye.